Hi, my name is Nicole, and we are here today to discuss about stevia. Well, dried raw organic stevia, is it safe? Well, we're gonna answer that question today. There are so many controversies being thrown to stevia, concerning FDA not approving it. Um, it could cause you gain weight. It could upset your stomach. It could have this. It could cause you experience the side effects. And you know, it could help you. It could cause infertility and cancer. So we're gonna answer those questions today. Well, another thing that we wanna clarify today is not all stevia brands on the shelves are pure. um, did you know that most of stevia products in the market today are refined? And most of these products contain only stevia extract, which is a very small amount of stevia. These products went through a long chemical process to turn stevia into a powdery form. So what's actually being done here is they just get some extract from stevia, and they chemically process it. So that means they're stripping off essential nutrients and vitamins and minerals and antioxidants that you can find in the leaf itself. And the fact that they are chemically processing the product or the stevia extract, it means that some of those contents that you were taking in or ingesting, if you were buying the powdered form of stevia, the white powdered form, then you are taking some of the chemicals that were used to purify or refine the stevia. Well, the word natural might be found in the packaging of these products, but if they are using chemicals, preservatives, and other substances that are not considered natural, in fact, highly toxic, then does it sound natural to you? I don't think so, right? So not all stevia brands on the shelves are pure. I suggest that before you take, if you are deciding to use stevia in a long run and you are thinking of which brand to use, I suggest that you do a research first and make sure that the company is not doing any magic just to make it feasible for their business. Or if I were you, I would rather use the leaf form or the dried form of stevia instead of the powdered form. This way, I am sure that I'm taking the real thing. I am sure that I'm getting all those nutrients that's included in the leaves of stevia, and at the same time I'm sure that I'm not taking any of the chemicals that were being used to purify or whatever they do to make it in a powdered form. So I'd rather be sure to see the product itself, the dried form stevia. And so there were some reports that taking refined stevia could cause you some side effects. Well, it is normal for an individual to feel slight discomfort when you are changing to a calorie-free sweetener. It is perfectly normal. You are experiencing withdrawal syndrome, and it is because your body is adjusting to the amount of the sugar you're feeding it. So at first, for the first few days, you may experience nausea, muscle pain, shaking, and mild headache. But after a short period of time, the symptoms should go away. And if it's persistent, um, go ahead and check with your nutritionist. Probably you were part of the 5% of the population who have side effects, or some allergic reaction from taking stevia, but it's only 5%. Some research says it's 2%, but it's very, very rare because most of the people who have taken stevia experience no side effects, and it actually improved their overall health and their energy levels were constant. Unlike sugar, if you were taking in sugar, it's going to give you a rush, but after a few minutes or after 30 minutes, you're going to feel depleted again, so you have to take another one. So there's so many things that we will discuss about that later. And also, going back to the side effects, if you still experience, the symptoms in a, and it's still not going away, then there could be probably two reasons. You could be probably allergic to stevia, or you were allergic to the brand itself, because some of the brands, I said, have been chemically processed. They're not using natural substances in the product. They put preservatives, so you are probably allergic to them. So it would be better that you check the label. You check every angle of what's causing the side effects. If you cannot really figure it out, um, make sure to consult your doctor and give you some advice. Well, another reason why you need to use the whole leaf stevia instead of the powdered form, as I mentioned earlier, the process that most of the companies are doing to form a powdered form stevia is they purify it using chemicals, thus removing the essential nutrients found in its leaves. And dried leaves can be used as a tea tonic for blood pressure. In my case, I use it as my appetite suppressant, and it's really effective. Whenever during afternoon, I take it before I eat any of my meal, and before I put anything on my mouth, I make sure that I drink my tonic first, so that my appetite can be suppressed, and so that by the time that I will eat my meal, I'm in the condition just to eat what is proportion, or what is right. And stevia leaves produced by a reputable farm gives you an assurance that you are getting natural and quality stevia leaves only, not chemicals, not refined stevia. And using stevia dry leaves helps you get the full benefits that stevia has to offer. Unlike the white powder form, you were just getting some of its extracts. And where to get quality stevia leaves? Well, um, if you have a backyard, then it will be a good idea to plant stevia. But if you don't have the time, or you don't have the space, then you can find a reputable farm. Always make sure that you are getting your supplies from Paraguay or Brazil, um, because there are some stevia supplies that's coming from China. We have nothing against but about China, but since they had this issue about melamine, in their milk, and sometimes it's hard to trust, right? So I'd rather get this from trusted places, um, where stevia plant originated from, and it's in Paraguay, the best place to get it from, or Brazil. And it is it is best to get the dried leaves, because it has more shell life compared to the fresh leaves. So you can store it for the winter and use it as you please. And then yeah, if you don't know an organic farm, a reputable organic farm where you can get your supplies from, you can actually click a link below my video, and it's gonna take you to a website. That's where I just get my supplies from. Happy with the service, happy with everything. I can't complain. And just to convince you more to take stevia, uh, you know, I myself is trying to lose weight. If you are trying to lose weight, then using stevia is the best, because aside from its appetite suppressant, it's calorie free. It doesn't spike up your blood glucose. It doesn't give you those nasty cellulites. Actually helps you get rid of those. It gives you radiant glow, and yeah, if you are beauty conscious, this is the perfect sweetener for you, because aside from it's helping you to lose weight, it gives you you can use it as your toner. I'll be providing videos on how you can use it as part of your skincare. It's perfect because it has antioxidants to keep those fine lines away. And yes, and many have said that I look younger. And I think Stevia has a part of that. And I can convince you, if you were diabetic, this is perfect sweetener for you, because it is non-carbohydrate. The sweetness it provides comes from stevioside, glycoside, and it doesn't absorb by your bloodstream. In fact, according to some research, that taking stevia can help you produce more insulin. So if you were diabetic, you can go ahead and try to use dried raw organic stevia instead of the powdered form, because the powdered form, they use erythritol. Erythritol itself is a form of sugar found in fruits, but fruits have little erythritol content, so it will be impossible for companies to actually use this as their main ingredient. However, so what they do is they use a food grade starch. They do a they do a fermentation, chemically processed it. It's very rigorous until they form erythritol. So basically, it's not what you were taking. That's why I'm encouraging you to take dried leaf stevia if you are into making sure that your glucose levels stay put. Then this is a perfect sweetener for you. It's just that you need to make sure that you are taking the whole leaf stevia or dry leaf stevia, and I cannot emphasize that more. I know that I have discussed the importance, and to convince you more, I actually provided a video on what those chemicals are, what they do. Some of them are highly toxic. It's not fit for human consumption. However, it's still being used to process some extracts of stevia. So can you imagine a company doing that? You're taking, you just decided to be healthy. You bought their product and don't know that you were feeding some of its chemicals. So yeah, it's very good to do some research. In a time such as this, it's important for us to be wise, especially when it comes to our health, and for the health of our family as well. Well, I hope you learned something today. Well, as I mentioned earlier, you can go ahead and click the link below my video if you want to get your supply from this reputable farm. And if you have questions, just put a comment below and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you very much for watching this video of mine, and have a great day for all of you.